Let's see. Time now for This Week in Auto History. Konrad has that.
Well, this week in 1935...
I remember it well.
In 1939, the first Lincoln Continental was produced when Edsel Ford requested a personal luxury vehicle for use while he was vacationing in Florida. Designer Bob Gregory put a pen to paper, and within an hour he'd sketched out what eventually would become the Lincoln Continental. The initial design was essentially a two-door, channeled and sectioned Lincoln Zephyr, featured a convertible top and no running boards. The workers hand-built the car, which sat 7 inches lower than the original Lincoln, and delivered it to Edsel in Ford. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Hi, I want a new car. Can you design me a new car and bring it to me in Florida? Yes, Mr. Ford. And they built about 1,000 of them. In 1957, the last of the first generation Ford Thunderbirds was produced. Ford's answer to the Corvette, the Thunderbird began rolling off the assembly line in 1954 for the 55 model year. While designed to compete with Chevrolet's sports car, the Thunderbird was marketed more as a personal luxury vehicle. I never considered that they competed, but in what you would look at a two-seat convertible, they kind of did. But yeah, Ford way outsold the Corvette 20-1 in 1955 because they didn't sell a lot of 55 Corvettes. And then in 1970, Lee Iacocca was elected president of Ford Motor Company. And Lee became the first president of Ford Motor Company that wasn't a Ford. He would serve the role for nearly 8 years before a jealous Henry II kicked him off to the curb. His career in the auto industry was the stuff of legends. And he ended up moving from Ford over to Chrysler, and like I said earlier, Shelby followed him over to Chrysler as well. So in 1990, the I-75 Ford fog disaster unfolded in a series of multi-vehicle collisions involving an astounding 99 vehicles.
Is this one of them here?
No, that was I have that one out of position. GM announces in 2000 the end of Oldsmobile. At the time, Oldsmobile closed its doors in 2004, but this week in 2000, GM announced that they were going to end Oldsmobile. Broke my heart. I could tell you where I was when it happened.
Just like Elvis, when Elvis died.
Well, I couldn't tell you where I was when Elvis died.
I can.
You could tell me where I was when Elvis died?
No, I can tell you where I was
when Elvis died.
Where
were you
when
Elvis died?
I was at Padre Island.
Partying.
Wow. Yeah, that's what it was, yeah, partying.
But, in 1990, the I-75 fog disaster, 99 cars involved in a fog accident.
Okay.
And I know that's happened here in Houston through the years as well. Not that many cars. That's this week in auto history.
Very good. Thank you, sir.